Welcome back to Control, episode 28, I think. We're headed into the Blackrock Quarry today. So I love how the Blackrock Quarry looks, and we're going to talk about that. But I do have to mention that the Blackrock Quarry is one of the most annoying places in the game. The fights respawn every 2 to 3 minutes, and they're pretty hard. So, you have to bear with me. Anyway, this is how Blackrock Quarry looks. You can see it's very different from the office buildings we're used to. There are no rooms as such, there's no halls with little side rooms. This is all just open spaces and vertical rock, which I think is a fantastic change. The biggest thing about this is that these huge volumetric lights really work in this particular space. Obviously, they make the air feel heavy and damp, but more than that, they fill the space that these huge open areas create. There's no risk of feeling like these open areas are too open because the fog fills them in. I think that's a great choice. I think it really helps to keep these areas from feeling too empty. There's a lot of things in this level that are worth talking about. For example, this sinuous little track, which I believe is a safety measure to make sure you're not going down the slope too fast. I don't know why you'd need it here, though, because this isn't a vehicle that goes on a track. It's a forklift. And in addition, the track doesn't actually connect. So, fun details. Just having a little bit of a look-see. As we move forward, we can see that this large cavern we start in turns into other sorts of rooms and side tunnels everywhere we look. If we go this way, we can get a quick little peek out into some room that we can barely see. If only there was a way over there. There is a way over there. It's 2 feet that way. I'm not sure why this particular thing exists. It's a strange choice. I guess they wanted to make it so that the cart would run a different way than the people. I don't really know. It's a strange choice to see when it's just this way is the right way. It's not a big deal, though. Anyway, here is the first puzzle room of the area. We have to charge up the various power cores to get the system running again. And that's just a matter of tossing more glowing blocks into more glowing elements. But it's worth looking at this room in general. We came down from above, and there's always going to be some level in your game where you're coming down from above. We came down from up there. And that is a really good way to give you an overview of the stage and make you feel like you're embarking on a grand adventure. And we've talked about that a lot before. One of the things you have to be careful of when you're doing that, you don't want to have something in the middle of the room that can be minimalized. If we had like a reactor in the middle of the room, we would have been coming down from above the reactor, which would have made it look small. But a big pit is just a big pit, regardless of how you approach it, and that's why this works really well in this case. Now, I've already killed all the enemies here, so we can expect to fight 20 or 30 enemies. Let's see if we can finish this before they respawn. Where is... Oh, there's another plug. I got some glowies. Hooray for glowies. So I think that we want to clear this area. Can we do that? No, it's got the tape on it, but you can't actually clear it. That's a shame. Oh well. Beep 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 beep. Yeah. Exciting stuff. How fortunate for us that it expelled exactly one crystal.
And there it is, right where you led me. The HRAs, the prisms, they mean something to you. I need to get this prism to Marshall before it's too late.
So
HRAs, then Dylan.
So what they're setting up is that your character is the Hedron. The Hedron resonance activators are the thing in your head. And I mean, we can go into that in more detail when it happens, if it's important, but it doesn't really seem to be, so I don't really care. We're gonna just take a little wander around a little bit, see what this level has to offer. And you can see what I'm talking about when you're looking down from above. A pit is something that can't be made any smaller because it is being looked down on already, so looking down on it from above won't make it be any smaller. If anything, it'll make it feel bigger. God damn it. I don't like the black rock jumping puzzles because nothing is at the right height. Pardon, excuse me, pardon, excuse me, pardon. Oh, is my face red? It's a little hard to see, sorry about that. I didn't really expect to fall off there, but I did, because I'm just brilliant like that. I was gonna, like, show you around from a different angle, but maybe there's... This is so pointless. You know what? I should probably just do this off screen. There's no point in me hanging around and just doing jumping puzzles or failing at jumping puzzles repeatedly while everybody watches. But let's talk a little bit. This is a short episode. I don't want to finish it quite yet. Let's talk a little bit about some of the level design concepts that we see in a more ordinary situation. When we're talking about level design... Okay, so there's just no way to jump on that. Brilliant. When we're talking about level design, we normally talk about it in terms of the kinds of play that it affords. So if you're talking, you know, you want to put enemies here, and you want to put a jumping puzzle here, and all that jazz. That's something that Control really doesn't do quite as well as most other games. And that's because it's not really the focus of their game. But it does lead to things like this, where these have been placed at the most awkward distance apart. Whew. There we are. That was a lot of work for nothing. And we see a lot of similar problems with the elements everywhere in this. There's a jumping puzzle that I don't even know if I did. If I did it, I did it on automatic to get up here in the first place. And it's got those floating blocks, and they change height constantly, and they wobble in an awkward way. I thought there was something else up here. It's a little hard to tell because I'm covered in blood. I guess not. Okay. Collapse. Now, this room does have several offshoots. There are lots of places you can go. I don't know if we'll bother going to any of them. I don't believe any of them are necessary at this point in the game. But it might be fun to go up there just to see what it's like. I have a real soft spot for stairs like this. Just because they take up space, and they take up like a lot of really, really good space. Any element of the level that takes up a lot of space is something that has to be planned around and can really make that space feel like it exists. And that's why I have a soft spot for big-ass stairs. I was trying to get up to the... See, the problem is I can't see. I was trying to get up to that. I don't know if I can yet. I might be able to. Oh, that's the one I was trying to get to. Sorry, being covered in blood makes this quite challenging. You'd think I'd regenerate at some point, but apparently not. I'm sure this is just a lot of fun for everybody to try and watch. Oh yeah, this is... It is the other side. Never mind. We're not going to bother then. We're just going to go back to the generator. There are a lot of exits to the Black Rock Quarry. It goes in a lot of different directions. And we're going to head back to the reactor, I believe. Yeah, the power plant. At the very least, we'll get some health back. That's nice. Not a fan of these guys. They take a lot of bullets. Huh. What's this dude doing? I was hoping they'd kill each other, but it doesn't seem to be the case. Anyway, this is a good place to stop. This is the kind of experience you get in the Blackrock Quarry. It's one of the reasons why, even though I love how it looks, it would not make my top 10 level list. It's just annoying. And yeah, I know that I'm klutzily running through it doing nothing, but it is just as annoying when you're actually playing the game. And I don't know how loud that screaming is to you, but if you can't tell by the way I'm kind of shouting into the mic, it's intended to be obnoxiously loud on purpose, which is just not something I like. It doesn't... It's like, oh, the game can be annoying on purpose. Brilliant work. Such a good design you've got. Oh my god, is there still someone shooting at me? No, I was gonna do this just to get some extra loot, but there is someone still shooting at me. You kidding? Anyway, that's it. See you later.